Good morning. I'm Mary with Pinky Ball Sisters in the Kitchen.
Hi, I'm Linda. Welcome to Mary's Kitchen. We're glad y'all joined us.
And we're going to be making, I'll give people a few minutes to get on.
I think we're a minute or two early today.
We're either a minute early or a minute late or 5 minutes late. But anyway, it takes us a few minutes to get going.
I got here a little early this morning.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you got here a little earlier this morning. That's good because we always juning around trying to get everything together and set up. And we this morning we tried to get some things prepared ahead of time so that we wouldn't be taking up so much of y'all's time. So get a little prep work. For all of our new followers, we just want to say welcome and that we are sisters. I'm the oldest and Linda's.
And I'm the one with the gray hair.
Hey, I got gray hair too, Linda. I got more than it looks like because I got gray hair.
You remember that time Charles asked me, he said, Linda Faye, does Mary dye her hair? I said, she ain't never dyed her hair.
Never dyed my hair.
Her hair's just dark. Mine's gray.
Mother had silver hair.
She did, but her hair was dark for a long time, too.
Yeah, my hair was dark like Mother's. I don't know why. It has nothing to do with worry. They say, yeah, the more you worry, the more gray hair. I don't think that's it. It's just the blessings of the Lord, I guess. Anyway, I'll just take whatever the Lord gives me. But we're going to be cooking chicken enchiladas this morning. It's something that I've made for my family. We all love them. And it's not that hard a recipe. And there's lots of ways you can do it. But this is a simple way that I do it. So.
And you've done a lot of the prep work already.
Yeah, I did a lot of prep work this morning. Okay, what I done is I boiled 4 chicken breasts. And I salted my water. And if y'all are going to do chicken breast, and that's what I did, sometimes I do chicken parts, or, with thighs or something. But if you're doing the breast, I put about a teaspoon of chicken broth. It's that paste that you get from Sam's. I put a little bit of that in there. Or you can even buy the box of chicken broth and add that to it because the chicken breast doesn't have as much flavor. It's fat in it. So it doesn't have as good a flavor. So I add a little bit of broth to my water that I'm boiling my chicken in. So I boil the chicken. And after I boiled the chicken, I shredded it. I've already shredded this morning. This is one of our bows. I shredded it, and when you're shredding chicken ahead of time, when you're doing something, you need to keep it covered because it will dry the chicken out, and it'll make it have a tough top, and you have to. I throw that away when it gets hard on top. You don't want to eat that. So put a lid on it. Put a lid on it if you're doing that. And I also put a fourth of cup of chicken broth.
I was wondering if you did that.
I put a fourth cup of chicken broth in my chicken to keep it moist while it's sitting. So we're going to set that aside. I preheated my oven to 350. And now,
do we need to turn it on?
Yeah, I guess if I'm gonna preheat my oven, I need to turn it on, don't I? 350, Linda. Thank you.
You don't have anything in it, do you?
I don't have nothing in it. Hey, we have to watch after each other.
We sure do.
I don't know what we do if we didn't have the oven helping us. Anyway, this is 3 tablespoons of butter. I put it in, and you want to do this in a big container. I'm gonna.
Big boiler.
Yeah. I'm going to just this right here. This will be fine. I'm sorry, Linda. This rubber. I just don't want to scratch my pot, so I'm going to get every bit of that little butter off that paper. All right, I'm going to turn this burner kind of on a 7, not on a high, because I don't want it to get too.
Does this broth need to be hot?
No, it don't have to be. Okay. Now you would. Linda would have that broth hot.
I keep liquids hot.
Yeah,
but
you do.
2 3/4 cup of liquid.
I
right?
will. Yes, you can do it.
But you're not ready for it.
I'm not ready for it yet because I'm gonna put 3 tablespoons of flour, like I did the 3 tablespoons of butter in here, because I'm gonna make a little bit of a thickening. This is a sauce. It's a white sauce that I use on my chicken enchiladas. I've got a recipe for beef enchiladas that I use the red sauce, but on the chicken I use the white sauce. So it's a 3 tablespoons of flour, to this butter that I'm melting in this pot here. And I'm just using one pot because I don't want to dirty up a bunch of others. So I'm not doing. I would normally put this in a skillet, the flour and the butter, but I'm making this all in one pot, so we don't have to use another one. Do I have enough broth made?
Yeah, you actually got a little extra.
Okay, well that's okay. I didn't know exactly how much I need. I saved all my broth. I don't know if I told y'all that or not. But when I cooked the chicken and I took the chicken out, I saved my broth because you're going to use it. But I also strained my broth.
So we got 2 3/4 cup here.
Yeah,
but
I'm not quite ready for it. But I strained my chicken because when you cook chicken, it has little pieces or something in it. I strained it. All right, when this butter here melts.
Mary, I was thinking about Arizona the last couple of days.
Too.
Carla's husband has posted a lot of pictures of Arizona on his page the last few days, and it brought back a lot of memories to us when me and you and Mama and Carla went to Arizona.
Yeah.
We went to Grand Canyon, rode the train, and we went to...
We had such a good time with Mama.
We went down Sedona and Oak Creek Canyon, and then we went way up through Tuba City and Cayente, and we made a huge
we
took
the long route, but it was so much fun.
It was so much fun.
We laughed and talked. We had the best time.
This was back when there were no cell phones, or at least we didn't have them. They might have been available.
That was back in 95.
In the 90s.
95.
Yeah. And so we had to use payphones, and if we wasn't in the hotel calling, and we were making a hotel reservation. Remember when I stopped at that little thing on the side of the road?
Is that where we got those watch bands? We ordered those.
That was in Cayente.
That was in Cayente. Okay.
But we were on the way up there, so we saw this. I think we were actually at the La Quinta in Flagstaff.
Step back just a little bit so they can see your face. No, come on in the camera.
In Flagstaff,
we
looked on the computer to find this hotel, and it's called Anasaja. And
that's right.
It looked so nice. It just looked like it would just be a really fun place to stay.
Nice hotels, what we thought.
Between Tuba City and Cayente, right?
Yeah.
I think it was between Tuba City.
Hey, now those names of those towns, you
could have been before you get to Tuba City, but I think it was past Tuba City. So we got there. There was a little restaurant, a little cafe. It wasn't a restaurant. It was a little cafe right beside it. And we went in to check in. We had 2 rooms for one night, right? And there was a payphone out front, and we specifically noticed the payphone.
There was no phones in the rooms.
There was no phones in the room. We checked in. Me and Mama was in one room.
And Carl and I
and Carla was in another building, in another room. And when we went in, this was in the summertime.
I'm going to take that broth, Linda. I'm going to show you
ready for me to pour
it? This is just butter and flour. If you'll just pour that in here. That's 2 3/4.
2 3/4 cup.
Thank you, Linda.
You're welcome.
Go ahead now.
So when we went in the room, we were, it was something what you might expect of a mom and pop hotel. It wasn't anything like a Hilton or Marriott or Westin or anything like that.
There wasn't no place to eat.
This little cafe
was there a little cafe there? Oh, that's right. We did eat there.
And I was looking around, and I kept looking for the air conditioner. We're Texans, I don't care if it is May. We run air conditioners sometimes in February, but I couldn't find an air conditioner. There were no phones in the room, so I went back to the office and I said, "How do you turn the air conditioner on?" They said, "We don't have any air conditioners." And I said, "What do you mean you don't have any air conditioners?" They said, "Oh, you won't need it." Remember they said,
"Yes." They said we wouldn't need it.
And I'm arguing with them. I said, "Oh yeah, we do need it." And they said, "Just open the window." So we opened the window, and Mama is cracking up. There's no screens on the window.
I come out of my room, and Linda's got her head sticking out the window. It didn't even have a screen.
No screens. And Mama said, "You're going to sleep on the bed next to the window in case something comes in the window." But before morning,
we was freezing.
We had blankets on us.
We were so cold.
But what was so funny, this was little... portable buildings hooked together on the cliff of a mountain, and that's where we stayed. It was hilarious. One of the best times probably we've ever had.
We had such a good time.
And we have laughed so many times about that.
I wouldn't take nothing for that trip with Mama because we had so much fun. I still got my little
Your watch.
watch band.
And then we went on to Cayente, and which was a little town, a little further. I guess it would have been east from there. And we stayed. We were in a big hotel there. It was Holiday Inn. not big. I'm making fun, but it was a Holiday Inn, and they had a curio shop in it. Remember?
Yes.
And
yes,
we went
I
down
do.
there
Yes,
one
I do
night,
remember.
and I've always loved shiny things. My pinky mall loves shiny things, and it's just it caught my eye, and it was a watch band. It was just a watch band, but the little things were they were beautiful. They were handmade by an Indian chief, a native Indian chief there in the area, and I just loved it. And it wasn't even the whole band; it was just the little pieces that fit on a watch band and a watch. So I bought mine.
You bought me one.
And then I bought mine first, and then after Mary left and went back up to,
I didn't
to
know
the room,
I didn't know she was
I went
buying
back
mine.
down there and got her one.
They was expensive.
They were very expensive.
Yeah,
they were
was
14 karat gold.
Yeah, very expensive.
And we're not vain people.
No.
We don't even
No,
wear
but
jewelry.
Linda said that God must love gold because the streets is going.
Yeah, I've always thought that. But so then after I got home, I actually ordered Mike one, and
Yes, you did.
He special made Mike's,
Yeah.
and Mike's is absolutely gorgeous.
It's beautiful.
We had to get the watches to put on them, and the rest of the band. But anyway, it was something that I will never forget.
Yeah.
It was really, really good times.
I'm gonna put the camera up here and let them see what it looks like. This is butter, flour, and broth. That's what we got now. We're getting it hot. Now I'm going to add. I'm going to let y'all see how I open these cans. This can opener.
This
latch it.
is the smooth edge can opener.
Yeah. You just do it like this, and you twist it around, and it's tight at first, but when it gets all the way around, you'll feel it loosen up.
releases,
It
yes.
releases. All right, there it did. It released. Then take this and twist it the other way, and it
pops
takes
off.
it off. Now, this is what I like about it. You see them little claws right there? Can you see it? See them little claws? You put that on there, and you mash this little button, and it grips it. Now, I don't want to spill this, so I'm going to set it over here.
And just pops it off. And
That's
it's
right
a
on.
smooth edge. And you don't have to worry about it cutting you, or you don't have to worry about it cutting the garbage can.
Right.
Which I've done so many times. And Mary, we're going to have a giveaway.
Oh, that's right. We are, aren't we?
A little giveaway after a while. So
Everyone that's
that's
you have
live,
to still be on there.
you have
when
to
we
be
draw.
on when we draw.
Okay. Would you get me a little
Spoon?
spoon out of
Yes.
that drawer right there, please, Linda? I'm putting these green chilies. Now, in this proportion, I'm using 3 cans of chopped green chilies. So I'm putting all these in here.
Those smell so good.
Oh, it's going to be good. I love these. I've been wanting some Mexican food.
I love, I used to love getting, when we lived in Albuquerque, getting off the airport and smelling those green chilies being roasted.
Yeah.
They smelled
I'm
so
going to turn
good.
this burner down. I put a little dash of pepper in here.
Your reed's getting thick.
Yeah, I'm fixing to put, we need some whipping cream now.
Okay.
It's over here.
So, I got my measuring cup here.
Let me put a little bit of,
How much of this do you need?
oh, I need 1.5 cups.
Okay.
But I'm gonna put some
I'm just going to
cumin
use
powder.
I'm just going to use the same cup that we used to measure the broth in.
I'm gonna put about a 1/2 teaspoon of cumin powder in here. And I think the recipe, like I said, I tried to cull this recipe down from what I normally make because I didn't want to make so many today. So I'm,
This is what I'm trying to find right here.
oh, okay. All right.
You ready for this?
Yeah, let me get the camera over here so they can see it a little bit better, what I'm doing.
I'm not.
That's okay. You're doing fine. You're helping me. Go ahead. Now we're going
Put it in there?
Yeah. It's 1.5
1.5.
cups of heavy cream.
You know how I am about raking it for
I know. Well, you just get it all in there because we need that heavy cream. I'm gonna cook it about 5 minutes. Time it so I won't forget. Please. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead and tie it. Oh, I forgot to put the minced garlic. Let me get the minced garlic out. I was almost forgetting. I'm not used to talking while I'm cooking. I'm trying to get used to it, but
Mary, you can't work my microwave, and I can't work yours.
okay. I put a teaspoon of minced garlic in here.
Okay, I figured it out.
All right, thanks. All right, now let's see. I'm forgetting something, Linda. What is it? Minced onions. I put 3/4 a cup of onions. Let me turn this back on the food. I put 3/4 a cup of onions in here.
And those are chopped pretty fine.
They're chopped. I done that this morning, yeah. We want it to get tender. And I really should have put the onions in there before I put the milk.
Sorry.
I'm talking, I'm getting beside myself. Anyway, the recipe will tell you what to do first and second and all that. But we want this to kind of boil.
And Mary, when we
watch
was in,
it constantly
because it's got that milk in it to boil over.
Yeah.
When we was in not Albuquerque, when we was in Flagstaff, remember we're always very frugal. Whatever we're doing, if we're on a trip or whatever we're doing, we're very frugal.
Right.
And so we wanted a T-shirt, and we knew we was going to ride the train from Williams, Arizona to Grand Canyon, but we went to Walmart. Remember?
Yeah,
And we found these Flagstaff T-shirts, and they were kind of they were multicolored, and they were kind of like neon colors. They were black, but they had these neon colors with Flagstaff on it.
Yeah,
and I think we paid like $4 or $5.
Yeah, it wasn't much, but they're like. Go ahead.
And go to Williams, and everybody's in the gift shop waiting on the train because people in there buying and they're excited. Fixing to get on the train, and we had on our Flagstaff T-shirts, and we had on the straw hats with a purple band around them. Yep. Everybody was asking us where we got our T-shirts because they thought we got them there. We just laughed. I think we told them we got them in Flagstaff, but we paid a fraction of what they were paying for them in that gift shop.
$25 in the gift shop, and we paid.
We wasn't going to pay that much for them, so we got ours at Walmart. I still have mine. Do you? And my hat too.
I don't know. I might back in.
I still have them.
I might. Just put this in the. I'll just clean this mess up a little bit. But we sure we thank all you followers that are that's supporting us. Everyone, y'all are so kind.
It's we were entering checks from cookbooks, and almost every single person, Mary, sends us a note.
I know it, and I just love it. We're saving them notes.
And I don't know what we're going to do with the cards that we've gotten. We're still getting cards.
Yeah.
But we're going to make something out of them.
Yes. We're going to do a scrapbook or something with all your cards that y'all send us.
It touches us so much to read these notes and the prayer requests and the different things. And we should also thank Tracy.
Yes.
One of our good friend followers. And we feel like y'all are our family.
I'm going to go around this way. I need to wipe that cabinet off.
She sent us a package the other day there's almond groves, and I think, don't they grow cashews and walnuts in Northern California? I know they grow walnuts. I think they grow
all
cashews.
The fruit is what I remember.
I've been by these groves before when I was traveling, but Tracy sent us this huge thing of she sent us 2 or 3 things, but she sent us this huge thing of chocolate covered almonds, and they are delicious. Thank you so much, Tracy, for that.
You, Tracy.
Very sweet.
Yes.
And for everyone else that sent something and that's just kindness.
We don't expect nobody to send us anything.
It's like,
absolutely, we do not expect y'all to do that. It's sweet, and we appreciate it, but you certainly don't have to send us something.
We're amazed.
Yes.
We're just amazed.
Gotta get that.
We just can't keep these phones from ringing, so y'all just have to bear with us on these phones. We have 3 of them here in the kitchen at one time. We got the ringer turned off of one, but we got to keep Mary's on because we have to communicate with her daughter for the drawing.
Right. As soon as this boils, it's going to be, that looks good. Yep. Smells good. Sure does.
So I want to mention the ladies retreat that Mary and I are going to be the guest speakers at. Several of you have, and this is on February 27th, several of you have said you want to go to be there to meet us.
Right.
We are going to be sending you the person that you need to contact to get the registration form.
Right. We don't have the form, so
we
we'll have to give
probably
you the
said this
information.
wrong the other day when we announced, but
Yeah.
we will get you in touch with the right people so you can get your registration form filled out, because you can't just appear. You've got to have a registration form. And we'd love to meet as many of you that can, that's in the area within driving distance that wants to come. We'd love to see y'all.
All right. Well, we have to. I had to turn this down, Linda, because I didn't want this
You
to
didn't
stick.
want it to boil over or
Yeah,
stick.
I don't want it to stick because when you put milk in something,
It can boil over fast.
Yeah, and stick
Real
too.
fast.
So, but I want it to boil because I need that flavor, those peppers and the onions to get in here, and it wouldn't have been so cautious if I put the onions and peppers in there before I put the milk. But that's okay. I'm gonna tell y'all. Put your onions in the milk and your spices in your broth before you add your milk.
And that's why we tell y'all to follow the recipe,
Yes,
because we're doing this like
As many times as I've made this, I guess it's because I'm looking at the camera and talking. I'm just not paying attention. But anyway, I just need this to boil just a few minutes, and then we add the cheese, and then we roll them up. That's it.
Do you put the chicken in there?
I put the chicken in the
when you're rolling them.
when I'm rolling them.
When
I
you're
put the
rolling them.
chicken in there dry. Now, when I'm rolling the chicken up, I didn't put cream cheese in it because some people don't like cream cheese in your chicken. But I actually, a lot of times, I'll put cream cheese, mix it up, and even chopped onions in with your chicken. What I'm doing today is just going to be plain chicken inside the roll-ups with a little bit of cheese. And you can put cream cheese if you want the enchiladas really, really creamy. You can put cream cheese in with your chicken.
Well, it looks good the way you
Yeah.
got it there.
Yeah.
Your
I just want it to boil.
sauce looks really good.
I'll show them a picture of it in just a minute. I'm gonna get a little bit more cheese out because I want to put some cheese on top, and I'm just gonna have to use this package because I done shredded all my other. So on the cheese, today I'm using pepper jack cheese and white cheddar. But now I'm going to put some on top of mozzarella
After you get them in the
I
pan.
get the sauce in there. Yeah.
Do you pour sauce on top too?
I poured the sauce
The
on top.
remaining sauce,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, I microwaved the tortillas in the microwave just in a paper towel.
Oh, tell me
they
when you
just
want
have
me
to be
do
hot.
that too.
Well,
it's not quite time yet, is it?
yeah. We can go ahead and and do it, and we can go ahead and start rolling them. Microwave the
30 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah, microwaved it 30 seconds, and we're going to be putting this in the bowl. I'm going to turn this around and push it back a little bit so y'all can see. You be the judge. How much chicken you put, how much broth you put. You just want your chicken to still be moist when you get ready for it. And that's, I guess, me moving the camera. This is more chicken than we'll use for this recipe, but I'm gonna be making some more later. Yeah, these got warm. Okay. All right, Linda, you can help me do this.
Okay.
We just let me get you
we're
a
starting
spoon.
to boil over here.
Okay, we don't want that to boil over. As a matter of fact, it probably can just turn it on warm. Once it boils, we can turn. Well, okay. Let's move the camera back
It's
over
not
here.
a full boil, it's just
Well,
starting to
that's okay.
boil.
All right, let's go ahead and dump it in here. Move the camera around this way. I just put 4 cups. No, actually it was 3 cups. You can put in here. Let's turn this down low. In this, I put 3 cups of white cheddar and pepper jack cheese in this. well. There you go. Right there. See? I just want that cheese to melt. And I turn my burner on low. Because that's all I want now is just this for this to stay hot. But I want that cheese completely melted. This makes it thick. Makes a really thick sauce. And this is what you're going to put on top of the enchiladas. Okay, I think that cheese, don't you think the cheese looks like it's melted? I think it is.
I think it is.
Okay, all right. All right, now let's just leave it on low and go over here and we will do our roll-ups.
Okay.
You know what I'm going to do? That one up there's a little dry. I'm not going to use that. I'm going to put some gloves on to do this, but it's better to do it with your hands. Do you want to dip that chicken? Do you want a glove?
No, I don't.
I do.
So you tell me how much chicken you want on them.
About a tablespoon.
You just kind of do it, spread it out like this.
Yeah.
Is that too much?
Let me get something to put the cheese in. I'm gonna put some cheese inside there.
Inside this before we roll them up. Okay.
Yeah. Not much, because this is not cheese enchiladas, and we're gonna put some on top. So
just about. Is that enough, or do I need more
yeah,
than that?
that'd be fine. That'd be fine. I just take a little bit of chicken. Put a little cheese
Just
in
roll
there.
them up about like that.
Yeah. Just make depends on how fat you want the tortilla. You put a little more chicken in there than that, Linda, because it make it a little bit bigger.
Okay.
Do it like that. And another thing I've done before too is I've dipped these tortillas in broth, chicken broth.
Okay.
Softens them up. But they're a little, sometimes they're hard to work with. But you need to warm the tortillas because they're easier to roll. Do you see? Can y'all see? Let me see if y'all can see what I'm doing here.
And you want to put the seam side down, right?
Yes, put the seam side down. See? And that's how you make these enchiladas. That's how I make them. And like I said, you can add cream of chicken.
Creamy cheese.
Cream cheese, yeah, cream cheese. You can in with your shredded chicken. You can do little tiny chopped onions and cream cheese in there. I've done that before. And it's real simple and makes a good dish.
So, Mary, do we want to mention the cookbooks?
Oh yeah, our cookbooks are $27.
That's total with tax and shipping.
Right. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're not going to be able to get the 9 in this pan.
Okay.
Okay, just do 9. The aprons are, and that's these pink ones we have on. They're tax and all.
That one's tore.
I'll tell you how they tear is if they're not good and warm. And also the white tortillas are better tortillas than to do these roll-ups than the yellow ones. The whites
And these
are better.
are white.
Yeah.
All right.
You put it on that side over there, Linda. Thank you. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I'll show y'all. This is what we put them in. You can make as many, but this is we're just going to show y'all this because it's the same. And then we're going to take the camera over here and show you what I'm doing. So now this is and I'm going to use that ladle.
Do you need me to give it to you?
I got it. And I'm just going to.
Do I need to bring it over
You can bring it
closer?
up a little closer so they can see what I'm doing, Linda, if you don't mind. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I'm just,
Is that good?
yeah. I'm just taking some of my cheese sauce here. And again, you just You know, use whatever you. And this recipe, this is a lot, but for 4 chicken breasts, it would take all this. I like a lot of sauce on mine. All right, that ought to be enough. And now you can just leave it like that. Where's the cheese? And
I'm sorry, I put the lid on that.
Oh, that's okay. And then I just put some more cheese on top. And this is Monterey Jack cheese. And then I'm going to put it in the oven.
So you don't need your grips to put it in there, but we'll need it to take
right.
it out.
If you put it in the oven. And
how long do we
everything's done probably about, well, I didn't think about that us being live. About 20 minutes. So I guess we'll have to just show you the finished product.
Well, we still got to do
we still do
the
drawing. That's right. Let's do the drawing, and then our enchiladas might be ready by then. Because all it is, you're mostly just getting the tortilla soft and your cheese melted. Because everything in it's done. So let's do, I'll clean that mat up while we're seeing.
All right. Get the thing from.
Yeah, we need to clean that mat. But we're, this morning, what we're going to be doing from now on is at one time a week. Thank you, Linda.
You're welcome.
One time a week on one of our live programs, is either Tuesday or Thursdays, we'll be live. One of those days we're going to have a drawing. And today...
And we know today's Monday, y'all. We know it's Monday.
Yeah, today is Monday. Normally we're on Tuesdays, I'm sorry.
But we're doing it on Monday for a reason today.
Right.
We have some other things to do after we get through here.
So you have to still be on here when we draw, because we want you to text us your address after we draw. This is measuring cups. I mean measuring spoons. Measuring spoons. I'll show you what they look like. This is the package. You get the package, but this is how they look. And I just love them. Look, they snap together like this.
And Mary, there's 6 in
There's
there instead of
6.
4 like it is in most measuring sets.
So we'll send the winner this morning, the one that we draw, in a set of measuring spoons. Let me see.
That wasn't Carla.
No, but there it is.
Okay.
Rachel Miracle.
Okay.
Rachel Miracle.
Rachel Miracle?
Right. Rachel Miracle. We got my daughter Carla. She's at her house in Wichita Falls, and she has the little wheel, the little number app on her phone, and so she picks on that wheel of the people that's online. And Rachel Miracle. So if you will text us your address, we'll send you the measuring spoons. And we thank you for watching. We thank you very much. We thank y'all for all your support, and
we're going to be on live again a little bit later. We're going to take a break. We've got some other things that we got to do, and then I won't give you an exact time, but it'll be after probably after lunch, afternoon. We're Central Time, so it's 11 here, a little after 11 here. And we're going to be making something else that I think that y'all will like. And it's something that the kiddos will like. So it's just a quick little snack. That
and Rachel said that her brother is a state trooper. And that everybody, nowadays the police officers, they have a really tough time trying to do their job. So naturally she's concerned about her brother. So Rachel will include him in our prayers too. And we thank you so much for watching us. And the enchiladas, all that, it's probably going to take another 10 minutes for it to, it just kind of bubbles and brown. You have to watch it. And I'll be watching it, and we'll know how long it's going to take, and we'll put that in our notes. And I don't know, do you want to stay on, or do you want to...
well, there's a couple more things that I want to say. First of all, we want to give a shout out to one of our very first followers. We've never met her, but Jane from Minnesota. Jane, you know who we are. We hope that you're well, and your daughter Lisa. We love y'all. And also, I wanted to say to the lady that we opened your check yesterday, and I won't say your last name, but your first name is Evelyn. She lives on around the coast of Alabama. We are praying for you and your daughter, and we hope that that they are happier days ahead. And for everyone, we take these prayer requests very seriously.
Right. Well, Linda, Mike is doing the same thing. When we open these envelopes and you have a note in there that's telling us a little bit about yourself, or you have a prayer request or something, we say a prayer for you right then. I sometimes, when I read the comments and you're telling me your situation, I just it brings tears to my eyes, and I stop right then when I read your comment and say a prayer for you. I really do.
And Mike is
and Mike does the same thing when he's entering the checks.
I heard him in there, and I could hear him talking, and I walked back there and I said, "What are you doing, Mike?" And he had tears in his eyes, and he said, "I've been praying for these people," and it just because he is so touched.
He's real tenderhearted
for the needs, and we know that there are many needs out there, but we hope that what we do puts a little bit of sunshine in your day.
Right.
We have Mama always taught us that all things work together for the good of those that love the Lord.
Right.
She always would not let us stay down and out. If we got a little bit down, well, she got us out of that really quick, and that's how she taught us to do.
That's right. And then, you know what? She taught us to do that. And then when my mother went through her little bit of the depression after our dad died, we knew how to bring her up, because we were strong enough, and she taught us what to do. Every day I'd come in from work, and bless her heart, she would be in the bed reading her Bible. And that's what she did every day. For days and days. She stayed in the bed and be reading her Bible. She'd still be in her pajamas, and it would just break my heart, because Mother never stayed in bed.
No.
Mother never went to bed. But after Dad died, she just went through a depression, and we would just talk to her and pray for her, and she decided that she because she wanted to feel needy. I guess she had been had to, take care of Daddy for so long until she didn't feel like she was needed. I had graduated from high school, and we just my brother Charles had married, and she just felt alone, And so she told us, you remember, Linda, that she wanted to be a missionary.
Yes.
She was going, because our cousin is a missionary.
And it freaked us out, because we thought she was fixing to leave and be a missionary. I mean, she was really
she was dead serious. And I sat on the side of that bed, and I said, "Mother, I don't want to stop you from doing what the Lord, what you feel that you need to do, but we still need you here, Mother. We just not ready to let you go. We just lost our dad." And we talked to her a while, and it took, I don't know, several months for her to get out of it. She was just so depressed, and I'd come in from work, and she wouldn't have nothing cooked, and I'm telling you, that was a total difference.
It was out of character for
life
Mama.
for us.
It was
and it was tough on us for a while there. I remember my first job after I got out of high school was working at Learner Shops. First job I ever had. They didn't have cashiers. You had to count the money. You had to write the ticket up of the sale. Write that ticket up and add the tax and everything, and then take the money and count the change back. People nowadays, honey, them kids don't even know how to count change. And we had to give change back. That's the way it was, that job. But I remember exactly what I made for Learner Shops. I made $3,700.
You wish.
$37 a week. I worked full time. $37 a week is what I brought home. And I gave it to, I didn't have a car. And Mother was down, and she didn't. So, and too, we lived out 10 miles out of Jackson, and we lived in Florence,
Rankin County.
And I would take $2. I'd take my tithes out first. Out of my $37, I'd take my tithes out, and I would take $2 out because I rode with another lady.
And you paid.
And I paid her to carpool with her to go to work. And I took that out, and I probably kept a couple dollars out, maybe for lunch or something, for hamburger, or I don't know, some days I didn't eat. But the rest of it I gave to Mama. I gave every bit of my check to her except for that every week for 2 years. It was 2 years before I got married, and after I quit doing it about a week before marriage.
66 to 68.
Yeah, I gave every bit of my money to Mother. mother because her income had been cut down so much after Daddy died, and she was in that depression. So anyway, I don't regret it, not one iota. Not one iota do I regret it.
Do you remember?
What?
I was never a retail person. I want to tell you, I was not a person that worked in retail. I admire anybody that waits on customers in the public. But I helped y'all on inventory one time. And I remember when I left there that afternoon, I said, I won't ever do this again.
Well, I love
and
people.
I didn't either.
I've always loved people. And honey, first of all, my first job was on the floor selling. I was selling more. I was selling up a storm because I just enjoy doing it. And then they put me on doing the cash register. But anyway, that's just days. You know, you just start thinking about things like that. How you grew up, and I thank the Lord the way Mama taught us, you know. She taught us that's what we are today, is what my Mama taught us.
Absolutely, it's a foundation. Yeah. And for those who are wondering, we are Texans. We were born in Texas, but we moved to Mississippi the summer after Daddy died, and we only went up there to stay for the summer, but we wound up staying. I stayed longer than anyone did, but Edward and Debbie.
I think I stayed 4 years. Four or five years.
I stayed over 16 years. And Edward married Debbie, which she's from Mississippi. And they moved back from Texas a few years ago to retire. And they live in Mississippi now. But our oldest brother and his wife and family lives in Parker County outside of Fort Worth. Yeah. And then me and Mary, we're East Texans. We live in East Texas. And
there was a time, Linda, you remember that we didn't live close to one another. We live 55 miles from one another now. But there was years we did not live close. But you know what? It didn't matter. It didn't matter how far apart we were. We still talked every day. We talked every day.
We sure did. Did we get the confirmation that?
Yes. Rachel. Yes, we have got your information. Thank you so much. I'm assuming we have. We got. You're still online, so if you'll just send us your address, text it or inbox us. Yes. Inbox us. Yeah, your address, and we'll get that out to you. I'm gonna check my enchiladas and see. I'm going to use these little grips this morning.
Do I need to move this over?
I'm excited about this. Yeah, you move it over. See these they look like shark claws.
They do. They look,
shark fins or whatever. This is what I'm going to get my time. Yeah, I'm going to see if this enchiladas are ready.
They're not brown yet. But
they're not brown yet. I guess, I don't know how.
There you go. You can see it.
Okay. Just let them brown a little bit longer. Since we're on air, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna let them cook brown a little bit more. That cheese will bubble. It'll bubble and get brown. So we're gonna say goodbye. Don't you think, Linda?
Yeah. Thank y'all for joining us.
We'll just post a picture. That's all it is, and I'll put on the in the directions how long to bake it to make it bubble.
And don't forget, we'll be back live again after lunch, making a really cute little snack. You're not gonna want to miss this.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right.
We love y'all.
We love y'all.